Kia Ceed was first launched back in 2006, and it was the brand's first car specifically designed for the European market. The clue is in the title, Ceed. It stands for Community European Europe Design. And if you guys didn't trust me, you definitely think I just made that up. Not exactly catchy, is it? So Ceed is definitely much better than that abbreviation. It comes in a few different packages. You've got the X Ceed, which is the crossover. You've got the Pro Ceed, which is a nicer state. And then you've got this car, the standard Ceed, which is the hatchback. And that's the one that we're going to be talking about today. So if that sounds good, then please keep watching. And if you like new car reviews and car content, then make sure you subscribe to the channel. People definitely seem to be wanting to back Kia at the moment. They are absolutely smashing it, but with good reason. They seem to be offering decent packages that look good, that offer a lot of equipment, but are also definitely still affordable. Although I say that, some of their cars do get expensive when you start going up the trim levels and adding automatic gearboxes, but they definitely have a package to fit almost everybody. The hatchback here is finished in the GT line trim, which looks fantastic, but in my opinion could be just a tiny bit busy. But it's certainly going to appeal to a lot of people. Let me know, what do you think? This has changed for 2021 when they bought a facelift, and that brought a few new changes to the exterior. The Ceed got a new nose which sports the brand's fresh new badge, as well as a more upswept headlight design and new gloss black front grille. The Ceed in this GT line trim rolls on 17-inch alloy wheels, 1 inch smaller than on the Mazda 3, and you do feel that in its ride quality. It's slightly smoother on the road. I'm not sure how I feel about this design. They're definitely head-turning and they look great, but I certainly wouldn't want to clean these. Around the back, and the Ceed looks just as sharp on the rear as it does from the front. You've got some nice bits to look at. In this GT line trim, you've got a nice extended spoiler and some gloss black details, which contrast really nice with this orange paintwork. Now, I love a bright car, so this is right on my street. But what do you guys think? You've also got these pretty funky 48 LED rear tail lights. But I'm not too sure about these. They look like they're trying to be modern, but actually look a little bit old-fashioned to me. They look like the old Peugeot 307cc. Is anyone else seeing that? But they do look quite funky when you pop your rear indicators on. You've also got at the bottom a gloss black diffuser, which has a few fake tailpipe housings, which I know aren't going to be for everyone and they're not for me, but it does look pretty good. There's 395 litres of boot space, which is 15 litres more than the Volkswagen Golf, but it can't quite beat the improved 412 litres on the new Peugeot 308 and Vauxhall Astra. Boot storage is really useful. You've got an adjustable boot floor and you've even got some additional storage underneath the floor. You've also got some handy hooks to put your shopping on, you've got a 12-volt charger, and you even on the boot floor have some hooks for tethering things down. The only issue with this boot is, no matter what I do or what I try, I never seem to be able to shut it first time. Maybe I'm just being a bit gentle. There are currently only 2 specifications listed on the Kia website, probably due to supply. The 3 and this GT line trim, which isn't a bad thing as each of these trims are very well specified. The Ceed starts at just over £24,000 for that 3 trim, which can no longer be considered as cheap, but it does undercut the Volkswagen Golf and the new 308 very slightly, but offers more power and kit than both. The interior looks pretty smart, but it doesn't quite have the same upmarket feel as some of its rivals. That being said, it's well laid out and not too many nasty shiny plastics. I guess perhaps we've been spoilt by the Kias of recent, like the new Sportage. Really like this contrasting stitching that you get on this GT line steering wheel, and nice and flat as well, so it makes it feel a bit sporty. Everywhere you touch is okay. It's not the nicest kind of plastic mixed leather detailing on this centre console. However, there's not too much gloss black, so it doesn't attract too much dust. And everything feels very nice. You've got some nice buttons here, and they're physical as well, which is a huge plus. A nice touch screen that's really clear and easy to use. And you've also got physical climate control dials as well. It's just not wowing me, but then maybe I've been spoiled a little bit with the interior quality of the Mazda 3, but then that car was more expensive, so what do I expect? And this is a car really more catered for the first time hatchbacks, for people that are coming out with smaller hatchbacks like Volkswagen Polos and are perhaps looking to start a family and need a bit more space. And for that, this feels really good quality. And of course, we've gotten used to those awful touchscreens and really cheap materials they're using in Volkswagen products nowadays. And this does feel a step up. You've got a really nice touchscreen with some shortcut buttons. Now, I really wish that these weren't just touch sensitive. I do wish that these were touch buttons, but it's better than those horrible sliders. You get an 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system as standard. This GT line trim features a larger 10.5-inch display that's sharper and easier to read at a glance when you're driving. It's packed full of features including Apple CarPlay, Android Auto and even ambient sounds. You've got a nice leather-wrapped armrest with a good amount of storage inside there. You've also got these GT line seats, which are a mix of cloth with some texture, and then you've also got the white piping around them and the GT line etched into them. They're really nice actually. They're nice and supportive without feeling too kind of restricting. The problem is I think I've been spoiled a little bit by Kia's new products. The Sportage, the EV6, they feel just slightly elevated in this GT line trim than they do in the Ceed. But then again, this is a cheaper product, so maybe I shouldn't get hung up on that. Space in the back of the Ceed is pretty good. I've got a decent amount of headroom and a decent amount of legroom. Much better than it was in the Mazda 3, even though it's not quite as plush back here. I've got a pull-out armrest with 2 cup holders. I've got a little bit of storage in these door cards, not the most generous. It's just a little bit of a shame that there's no USB ports back here for children. Why children? Anybody? The model that I have is the 158 brake horsepower, 1.5 litre, 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol. Thanks to Kia's Smart Stream, continuously variable valve duration, efficiency is improved. It offers around 48 miles per gallon, which is pretty good. Performance is just fine, but it doesn't quite perform like a 150 plus engine in my opinion. It pulls smoothly even if it isn't the quietest engine as the revs rise. Something Kia do seem to have got almost perfect when it comes to the Ceed is the steering. It's really engaging, it's well weighted, it's really fun actually to throw around the back roads, and on the motorway it still feels pretty secure as well. The only thing I'm not particularly a fan of in this car is the manual gearbox. I've actually felt the need to be in first gear more than I want to. I'm one of these people that always tries to pull off in second, and I know that's a me problem, but this isn't a car you can do it in. Of course, one of the most appealing things when it comes to Kia is their warranty packages. They offer really good warranty packages, 7 years, that's class leading. But not only do they offer that warranty, they're also pretty reliable as well. Kia always scores really highly. Yes, okay, there is a few rattles in this cabin and it isn't finished to the highest quality, but the quality of their products and how long they last is actually pretty good. On top of that reliability, they're safe as well. This comes with a 5-star NCAT rating. I've got things like anti-collision warning, I've also got traffic sign recognition and lane assist. Now lane assist is the only thing on the Kia which has a little bit got on my nerves. It really is very sensitive, and when I'm on the back roads I've felt the need to turn it off. Sometimes I'd leave this on cars, but I do find it interrupts me quite a lot. Forward visibility is very good. You've got some thin front pillars so I can see out onto the road. Rear visibility isn't as good as you've got quite a small rear window. However, the Kia Ceed does come with parking sensors and a rear view camera, so that makes parking a lot easier. Kia certainly seem to be setting the benchmark when it comes to affordable cars. They still look great as well, but you do definitely feel that quality of that cheaper price point in some areas, which is a little bit of a shame, but I certainly don't think it would put me off purchasing or recommending one of these cars. But let me know, what do you think of the Kia Ceed? Would it be your hatchback of choice, or is there something else out there that you'd go for? Let me know in the comments down below. If you have enjoyed this video today, please go ahead and give it a massive thumbs up. And if you want to see more car reviews like this, then make sure you subscribe to Also Social UK. Until next time guys, see you later.